If your glass of water is not filled with water, so it's filled with air, nothing. So does your life. If it's not filled with goals, purposes, so it's filled with nothing. We're not here to just eat, drink, and sleep. We have goals, we have purpose on earth. That was in general. In particular, I would like to speak about your English. If you just learn the language for vocabulary, grammar rules, grammar drills, exams, so you're not taking your English anywhere. Just speak the language. Have fun with the language. And don't spend your time on acquiring academic knowledge only. Hi there, I'm Neraldine. In English Seekers podcast, we're going to be talking about the problems and the misunderstandings that hold you back from being fluent and how to get rid of them in order to speak English automatically and confidently. That means that our focus will be more on spoken English. Now, with that being said, do your best to be the best. Let's get started. You see, academic knowledge is something great and really beneficial when it comes to academic stuff. But if your purpose is to learn the language because you really would like to speak English, so the answer is easy, which is please open up your mouth and speak. Let's just like ask this question. What is the mutual goal of any language on earth? I think the answer is speaking, right? So people can communicate together, share their feelings, express their ideas. So if I learn the language just because I want to know a lot of words, I want to pass this exam and that exam, I want to get this position, I want to get this job, and so on and so forth. So I don't learn the language for the language itself. I'm just learning the language because I can get a lot of benefits because of this language. And if you speak this language, I'm speaking here about like any language, okay, generally speaking, that means that you're going to be able to communicate and express your ideas, which is going to be beneficial in the long run when it comes to your job. And you're going to get real benefits. I'm speaking here about real benefits, not just these kind of like short term benefits. Because again, at some points, and I've met a lot of people that they have a lot of knowledge when it comes to English, but they do course after course after course because they can't speak. Because now speaking is crucial for them. They would like to get promoted, but they're not fluent. They would like to join a certain college, but they're not fluent. You see, I said before that listening a lot to English doesn't make you fluent. And reading a lot, being in an environment while where people are talking in English around you, all of this does not make you fluent because you don't open your mouth. You don't speak out your English. You don't get out what you have on your mind. And when I said last time in like a previous episode that when you translate English or any language that you're learning, you know about the language, but not the language itself. Because each and every single word contains a magnificent meaning or special thing And this is why languages are something great, something that human beings use to share what they have. And you have a lot of languages that really um, tremendously beautiful when it comes to holding meanings behind the words. For example, Arabic is a great language, rich with a lot of meanings, and like in this language, you have each and every single word contains a particular meaning. So, and by the way, again here, you have, and this is like according to my humble experience, fluency does not mean that you can talk automatically only, or you can speak for hours. But fluency means that you can use the right words to express what you feel at the moment. You see, I have something called fluency disorder when it comes to Arabic. I speak Arabic, but I have this problem, and you have what's meaning of fluency disorder? You have two types, stuttering and cluttering. I don't stutter, but I clutter. So when I speak, I just like speak quickly and put the words together as if I'm mumbling. So, but English for me is part of me. I can express myself in English. I can talk to people in English. I can share my ideas. So I consider English part of me, part of who I am. So try when you study any language to live the language, not study the language, because there's a big difference between both of them. When you live the language, you will be able to express yourself naturally, not academically, right? Big difference. When you have the mindset that I need to study English or I gotta study English all the time, so English is gonna be for you as a subject to study, not a language, not part of you, not part of who you are. Because at some points you have feelings. You need just to speak excitedly or emotionally, or when you have ideas, you are in a debate, you would like to express what you have a meeting, you're a manager, and you would like to conduct this meeting. And excuse me, if you are a manager and you would like to really conduct a big meeting, are you going to think about vocabulary, grammar rules? Of course not, right? So the only or like, and according again to my humble experience, if you would like really to speak the language naturally, you should start speaking from now. Try to set up a goal for you. Like have a goal of speaking English every single day, even if it's for 1 minute. I'm just asking you for 1 minute. Just be committed. Every single day in the morning, get your coffee, get your pen and paper, try to get out your English in two ways. You can write what you have in your mind using the pen and paper, or you can start talking with yourself. It's okay, no problem. You can open the recorder and start talking. Simple as that. Just 1 minute. And when you feel confident that you can go further, go for it. Do it. 2 minutes, 3 minutes. Just enjoy the language. Have fun with the language. Don't just restrict yourself with grammar rules or vocabulary. Make mistakes because, after all, we are human beings. If we don't make mistakes, we don't learn. And there's a quote that I've um, come across, and I love this one. And it says, if you want something that you've never had, you should do something that you've never done. Do your best to be the best. See you next time.